Awesome. Here we are. What a wonderful day. We're trying to do weekly. Welcome to the Anime Therapy Podcast. Episode 20. Ooh, the big 2-0. 20. Not 0-2, but 2-0. Like that. There's an anime reference right there, right in the intro. Woot woot. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
How you doing, you weeb?
Oh, chilling as always. Got some stuff to go over apparently.
We have a lot of things to talk about because you told me to watch Bocchi the Rock, I think 3 weeks ago, maybe even more than 3 weeks ago.
I did, yes.
I'll just go ahead and say 10 out of 10 for sure.
Told you.
It was so good that I immediately watched it a second time. I watched it twice. It's like, it was so good that I was like, yeah, I gotta watch some of those scenes again. But I don't want to just like pick out the scenes. I'm just gonna watch it again. So I watched it twice. I thought it.
See? I told you, man. I told you you'd like it.
It was too good not to watch a second time.
So, first 10, I think, the recommendation.
I think I gave World God Only Knows a 10 out of 10, didn't I?
Oh, did you? Okay, I thought you gave that like an 8 or a 9. But maybe.
Well, here's the thing. I think you're right because that was like the first task, right? And I think I was trying to be critical. And I rated like the seasons. I think there was a 10 out of 10, and I don't think it was Tokyo Revengers, but I think like first I was like Tokyo Revengers is like a 9 out of 10, and then I think like while talking about it I was like, you know what, 10 out of 10. I think there haven't been many
like stinkers that we've recommended to one another so far. I think the lowest is probably be Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, I don't think I actually even like fully rated it. I think I was just like, I don't really want to, but other than that, I would say probably, what was it?
I critically rated Orski like a 2 or a 3, but I don't really take that into consideration because like I'm personally rating it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you rated it a 10. I thought you were like.
No, I rated it a 9.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to think on like we've been doing this, like you and I, since episode 8 or 9. So there's a lot of anime that we've recommended to each other. You watched Trigun. You watched. You didn't finish Mushishi, but I know that Mushishi is not one that you just sit down and finish. Like that's a go back to every once in a while.
That's a labor of love for me right there.
Yeah.
I'm taking my time with that.
What was the one? Is it Anohana? Is that?
Yeah, I gave you Anohana. I think you gave that like a 7.
Yeah. I don't think Bocchi was the first 10 out of 10 though, because I remember saying I give it a 10 out of 10 and you're like, let's go, awesome, like I remember that. I could have also
to look back into that, but I mean it's at least the second, if not the first. So I mean I completely agree with you that Bocchi the Rock is a 10 out of 10 anime. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, Ranking of Kings.
Oh, did you get Ranking?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what makes Bocchi the Rock a 10 for you?
The music, I'm a big music person, and I feel like as Adrian was kind of talking about last week, I love music so much, and it is so important to me, and it affects me so much that I don't really want to watch an anime about music, because I feel like, growing up or watching all the animes that I have, so many anime intros and songs and stuff have kind of just felt the same and just kind of like felt like background noise. So I never really wanted to watch an anime show about music because I felt like, it's not gonna blow me away musically. Bocchi the Rock did. It sounded so awesome, but I also just love the fact that the main character she was so insistent to be good at guitar so she could finally get over her social anxiety, and then 3 years goes by and she still hasn't made any friends, and she's veered further into like closing herself off, like literally plays in like a dust closet, like a pantry. And yeah, her growth is great. Bocchi's growth is great. I just like the animation, like the way that they move. Like that will give me goosebumps every time when they move with the music and it fits and it works. That intro, like I love when intros have the person in the anime singing the song, at least a part of it, you know. I love that. And best girl, Rio, best girl, the bassist.
Oh yeah.
She not. I mean, she was best girl for me, and not because she was a bassist. It was mainly because she just, one, the coolest looking, two, the funniest, like overly confident yet has clear issues and problems, but she's like, yeah, but I am the best, you know, in her own quiet way.
Absolutely.
The fact that I watched it twice and back to back, that makes it a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think like for me, for Bocchi, the show really, like, in a very funny way, obviously, but also in a kind of serious way at times, shows what it's like to have social anxiety, where it really feels like these small situations that were just like, have a conversation with someone. Some person's just like, okay, I'll go use my words.
Just saying no to someone. Just saying no, that you don't want to do something.
Whereas, like, you know, saying no if you're socially anxious is like being dragged into a pit, and like all these people are like,
I think
like,
they did a great job at like literally like breaking the reality to show the severity of anxiety. It was like, oh, here's a live action shot of a train going by, right? Or like the darkness personifying behind her, and the art completely changing just to show how like drastic the anxiety was. Like that, I thought they did that so well. It had such a Fooly Cooly vibe in that sense, where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna take a break from what the show normally looks like, and it's like, she's like, hey, good job, you've made the first step, and then it cuts to her like going through the desert with the cloak, and she's like, the first step, and then it zooms out, it's like 1,000 steps, and she's like,
yeah,
that felt more than one step.
Yeah, and I mean, the music is obviously fantastic. I mean, I basically added like all of the music to my anime playlist on Spotify, because it is really good. I don't think I skipped the OP once, and I mean, you know, EP's great as well.
Didn't the EP change throughout the show? Yeah, okay.
Same kind of like the Chainsaw Man vibe, too.
I will say the first time I watched it, I skipped the intro maybe once or twice, because when I would go on lunch while I was working, I would watch it, and I would skip the intro just so I could watch it to make sure that I had time. But then the second time I watched it, I was just like, dude, this intro is so freaking good. It was so good.
And I think just like, you know, I think there's a trap that a lot of these types of animes go into, of the like category of cute girls doing cute things.
Yeah.
Right? Where, you know, if you see enough of those, or you want a little spice, throughout the cute girls doing cute things.
This felt
and
this felt more like cute girls trying to do really cool things, but it being cute because they're not succeeding in it. Like it wasn't like, oh, immediately cute girls do cute things. Boom, we're done. We did it. You know, it's like, no, these cute girls are trying to be freaking rock stars and
yeah.
they're struggling.
And you know, throughout the show, like I think my favorite moment was probably when Bocchi did like the first solo when they were doing the concert.
Yes.
And it was like, you know, they play the first song and it's like they're bombing, right? Because it's not as good as, you know, they love the song, but it's not as good as, you know, people think they are.
Yeah.
And there's that moment where she's like, I want to keep playing with my friends. Like, we have to, you know, do something about this. And then she just starts to shred.
Yes.
And it transitions seamlessly into the next song. I was like, woohoo!
Yeah.
Kill him, Bocchi, let's go! Like,
the when they were practicing, when they were auditioning, that like she stomps her foot on the ground because they're like kind of like arguing or whatever, or like they were worried and like kind of arguing a little bit, and she just slams her foot down and just starts going into a solo. I literally replayed that right after it was done. Like I watched it, got chills, replayed it, and like I love when they put the camera on the neck of the guitar to like be shot down onto like her hands moving, and it moves with the guitar, the camera. Love that effect. And then yes, when they do their first concert, and then she's like, they're like, we're gonna, yeah, she does the guitar solo, but I will say, at first I was annoyed that it would be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it cuts to like the last note, and then they practice, right? And I was like, come on, I want to hear them play the music already, because like they still weren't playing the full songs, and then they do like the audition, and then it goes where I was like, oh, awesome, and then they kept doing the practice thing again, where they would cut whatever they were doing. And by the time of the end of the show, when they do the school festival, I was like, I liked that they saved the actual them playing the songs for specific moments, because we just heard it over and over again while they practice it. That's the worst part of watching a band practice music, is that you're hearing a song be created, so you deconstructed it and you know like what was wrong. Yeah, the string breaking, I was sweating for her. I was like, oh my god, no, what are you gonna do? And then she just glass cans it. Oh, that was so cool. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I'd watch it again, honestly.
We love it. Yeah, this is definitely an anime I'll revisit time to time.
Yeah. I would show it to people too. I mean, I started showing it to Amanda too. I was like, you gotta watch this. It's so good.
I mean, it's just one of those shows that's really well done, and it's also like a really feels good type of show for me. Really cute, really fun.
Yeah.
Music's great. So.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Easy. Speaking of intro songs adding to anime playlists, I have added Rumbling to my anime playlist because I watched all of part 4 in about a day and a half, and watched the newest episode that came out, the hour-long episode that came out on March 3rd. Did you watch that?
I have not. I am saving Attack on Titan to like watch it all together, because I want to just take a day and just really have the end all hit at once.
Have you seen Core 2 then?
Yes. Okay.
So the only thing you haven't seen is the episode that came out this month, the hour-long episode. It was an hour long, so I was like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking watch this. It'll be like watching almost 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's basically like a movie.
Dude, that's rough, because I was so excited to talk about Attack on Titan, but now I don't want to talk about the movie the hour-long episode that just came out. So I guess I'll keep it up until then. and because I just watched it, it'll be easy to know what the last thing I saw was, which was the rumbling started,
Yep.
and you see the people uh, in Marley. You see the people in Marley, the ships trying to fight off the rumbling. The colossal titans just like swim under, and all the steam just like fucking burns up all the people on the boat, and the rumbling starts in Marley, and then it just kind of ends. And I was like, oh shit, I'm already caught up? That's insane. And yeah, and then I watched the hour-long episode. It was so good, dude. I was just breaking it down for homegirl over here while we were driving back from the movie theater, and I was like, damn, I talked so much shit because of the pacing and like the year-long breaks that they kept doing. And I watched it all without any of the year-long breaks. I mean, final season started February of 2021. Then Core 2 started March of 2022. And then we get this hour long in March 2023. I'm like, yeah, I was kind of pissed. I was kind of pissed. I was like, I don't want to fucking keep waiting. So then I just rewatched all of it, and pretty fucking awesome, dude. It's pretty awesome. And
I mean, yeah.
and I remember when it started too, people were like, oh, Aaron's a bad guy, right? Like, Aaron has turned, you know, he's not someone you want to support, you know, he's morally a bad person. And I was like, yes, I agree. He's kind of lost it ever since the end of part 3, where they get to the water and he points and he's like, if we kill all of our enemies over there, then we'll be okay, right? And that's the start of it. You're like, oh. I mean, do you think when he says that, in the moment you're thinking, kill all the enemies, the ones trying to kill them? You don't think that he means kill everybody, enemy or not, just kill everybody. And yeah, man, it's...
He did not lie when he said enemy, but his definition of enemy is every single human being.
Anyone who's not Paradisian, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's fucking good, man. Oh, the point I was trying to make was, I'm kind of on Aaron's side. I'm kind of a Jaegerist, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, fuck everybody else. They came into his territory and tormented and traumatized and killed so many of their people. Fuck them, dude. Kill everybody. I don't give a shit. You do it, bro. But, you know, then you watch the hour-long episode that came out, and, you know, maybe things changed. I don't know.
I mean, there's always that, you know, in war, like, what are you, like, where is your moral compass, right? So basically it'd be like, okay, if we're really thinking of it as like, you know, Aaron versus, you know,
The world.
World, yeah. If Aaron is trying to be morally good here, then he would probably just attack, you know, the military and the organizations that set up, you know,
The attack on Paradise, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you would think.
That would be what he would dismantle and destroy. And then to citizens, you know, he'd be like here, we are going to unify under one banner at this point, right?
Like, the best thing to do would be all Eldians come to the island, right? And we can be Eldians together, fuck the Marlians, right?
Right.
But
and it's like, yeah, that's not what he wants to do.
But then again, Gabi was an Eldian, and fuck her, dude.
Right.
I hated her so much. I hated her.
Yeah. She's not a fun character to have, but you know,
so full of herself. Like, in the first 4 episodes of the 4th season, she's so full of herself. She's so crazy and brainwashed. She's so brainwashed by the Marley lifestyle, and you can be an honorary Marley, and so she's like, fuck yeah, you know. And kind of like Reiner when he was a kid, he's like, I'd rather be a Marleyan, you know. And And then she, you know, Sasha.
Which I mean, that, yeah, you know, never forgive her for that. But yeah, that happens, right? You know, that type of indoctrination of the government telling you this over and over and over and over again, and you're just like, well, if adults keep telling me this, it has to be true. And if someone tells me the contrary, I've been told they're spies.
Yeah.
So, no, I can't believe that. Yeah, there's a lot of really deep, like, moral and ethical questions about, like, during the fourth season, about how people should react, you know, to certain things in war times.
Yeah, like Aaron's attack on Liberia was insane, but I was all for it. I was like, dude, fuck yeah, do it. And then as things progressed, I'm like, yeah, that definitely was not the right thing. Like, from a moral standpoint, I don't agree with anything that Aaron's doing, but for someone who supports who understands the revenge aspect of it, I'm like, fucking go for it, dude. You get your revenge, man. They killed your mom, they killed so many people, they ruined your lives, and like, you could have had a regular childhood, but yeah, they showed up and they ruined it. So yeah, get your revenge. Morally, global genocide is not the coolest thing to do. You know, it's not.
I would say it's not the coolest.
Yeah, it's not very cash money to kill everybody on Earth.
But people understand it,
Yeah.
right? Like, and that's where, you know, the sect of people who are like, oh yeah, Aaron's the bad guy now. Because now you have the actions of one country has turned one person who now has basically infinite power, and has the decision making, we believe at this point, to change the shape of the world. And, you know, his idea is, hey, guess what, guys? I'm coming.
Yeah.
You're
Prepare
gonna feel
yourselves.
the pain that I felt the entire time.
Yeah. I will say, despite everything being just not okay, the only silver lining that they should have gone for, if you wanted to end up on top on the moral spectrum, would be to go with Zeke's euthanization plan for Eldians. That would have been morally probably the best thing to do, is to let them euthanize them and not let them be able to reproduce, let them die out, boom, no more Titans in the whole world, right? No more Titans. Done. The world gets to live in peace. That is kind of morally the most just thing you could do after you've already done all this shit, right? After the attack on Liberia. It's kind of the only way to redeem yourself as a people. But Aaron was like, nah. It's time to stop.
He has gone down a redemptionless path.
Yeah. He's like, step up to the streets, let's do it. Stomp, you know. Get some, you know, grapes in between your toes.
Grapes being Eldians and
Everybody, yeah.
everybody.
I will say, I've become a little bit more emotionally vulnerable as of the past few days, right? Letting things get under my skin and let me be emotional. Puss in Boots, which we just saw today, not you, but my girlfriend and I just saw today. Yeah, I almost friggin' bawled my eyes out and had to hide my face because I would have been embarrassed by how much I was crying. I kept it under wraps, but I still like watered and like was like wiping things from my eyes for sure.
Yeah.
I will say, this movie or hour-long episode or whatever that just came out for Attack on Titan, I let it happen. I wasn't bawling, but I let myself cry. There is a thing in it, a part of the episode that it really hit me hard, and I was like, shit, this is so sad. I'm gonna cry now. Don't look at me. Ooh, you know. So, I'm glad I'm caught up. I'm glad that I can now stop talking shit without viable reason behind it. And I'm excited to wait 6 months until the next hour-long episode or 2-hour-long episode, whatever they choose to do. And in those 6 months, you know what you could be doing? Watching One Piece. Just saying. You got 6 months.
Yes.
This is not up for debate. Alright, well, we've gotten all that out of the way. Do you want to get to the big kahuns?
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else you wanted to touch on, anything that we've already talked about, but or anything.
I'll say very briefly that I am watching Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works because that's how you've got to start with credit.
Okay.
And it's I understand why people are fans of the Fate series. I'll say that for now. I'm at the point where Saber has been taken from Emiya, and he just confessed to Osaka.
Rin is
really
bae.
fun.
Rin is
Yeah, she's just like
she's the most altered like costume character in Fate. Like she is everywhere when it comes to Fate in like alternate costumes. There's even, I think, a League of Legends characters has like an alt costume that is like of Rin or maybe even Saber. I'm not sure, but Saber and Rin definitely the most cosplay.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was a Fiora Rin or a Fiora Saber skin, and I'm sure that if they ever did want to collab with Fate,
they easily could. Fate started off as a game, an adult hentai game that was its first creation, and then they made regular games, and then they made Fate Stay Night, and then Fate Zero, and then Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, I mean, the show's just really good. The animation's off the charts. It's super fun.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Ufotable, whatever. The people that made Demon Slayer go mainstream, guess what they did before that? They did Fate.
Yeah.
And they destroyed it.
They're killing it. I never wanted to. I really never wanted to get into Fate because everybody was like, it's so complicated. Like, you'll never understand it. And I was like, when you recommended it to me, I was like, okay, like, I'll look up.
If I can understand it, then yeah, I see what you're saying.
Bailey can understand it, and anybody can understand
it. Yeah, it's not that complicated if I watched it, yeah.
Right.
Dick.
It's like, oh, you're a fan of Fate? Name every Fate.
Yeah. No. We'll be here all day. Yeah. There's really only 3.
For fun so far, hopefully finish season. Then I think there's season 2 of Blade Works as well.
I think it's a 1-season show, but it's like 24 episodes, I think.
Okay, yeah. I know there are some OVAs in there, and potentially movie. But
that is the most complicated about Fate, is that there are a bunch of Fate things to consume. Like after Unlimited Blade Works, they made Fate Apocrypha, which I watched. It was okay story-wise. Animation still amazing, but story-wise, eh. There's Fate Calade. There's Fate there's like a digital game.
Oh, there's Grand Order.
Grand Order, yeah, Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order, I think, is like the newest one, which I've heard good things about. But yeah, there's so much Fate out there. The most important ones though are Fate Zero and Stay Night. Those are the ones that have Rin really as like who she's supposed to be. But Fate is a prequel, so Rin is in it, but not the Rin that you know right now.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite champion? Who's your favorite hero?
Oh, of the servants.
Mm-hmm.
I would say kind of like. I like Saber the most right now. Archer's starting to piss me off.
I love that you're saying that. Keep watching the show.
Yeah. Also, I will say, for how little screen time he's had so far, Lancer is also really good. Just because, like, there's that initial scuffle between Archer and Lancer, and then he sees Emiya and he's like, "Who goes there? I'm gonna kill.
Yeah.
I'm coming to kill you."
That is
So,
is Lancer the gold haired? I forget with Stay Night who is who, but there are servants that come from Zero. Only some that come from Zero into Stay Night. There's only a few, but have you seen the gold haired?
We've seen the gold-haired kid, and the presumption is, because everybody else has claimed a servant, that Lancer would be his, but that hasn't been. They haven't been in the same.
I mean the gold-haired dude with the red eyes and the gold armor, who shows up like I think he shows up like right in the beginning of Stay Night, naked. Maybe that's later. Okay. Then if you haven't seen him, that's interesting, but there is a character who, for Stay Night, is probably the best. I mean, you've seen Berserker. Berserker was, like, one of the first...
Berserker's with the little white-haired girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who... Yeah.
Yeah, who calls Emiya Oni-chan.
Right, and there's a reason for that, which...
But has not been explained yet, yeah.
Because it gets explained in Fate Zero. It's not going. I don't think it's going to be explained in Stay Night. But she wasn't her servant Hercules? Isn't that who the Berserker was? It was Hercules. Is that it?
I don't know if it was Hercules. They haven't really gone into many of the servants' origins yet. Castor has been said. Archer's weapon has been said, but he hasn't specifically said who he is. Ryder is dead.
Oh, right.
Or at least dead right now. Don't know if that changes. And then
there's Assassin. There's Berserker.
Assassin is under Castor's control. Is what is currently happening right now. But so yeah, there's like Sakura's brother. His name is like or something. I hate that guy. Blue-haired guy. He sucks. But the organizer or the overseer, he went to him and was like, "There's one more, servant
to be dished out, yeah."
And so I'm wondering if if an actual assassin is going to come out, or if this gold-haired guy, like you said, like if he was lesser.
Okay. It will most likely be him. It will most likely be him. Because I don't remember Stay Night that well. I watched it once while it was coming out weekly, so my memory of it is not great. I mostly remember Berserker, and I remember Archer and Saber, of course, and Rin. And I remember this gold armored character being in it because he's kind of important. The story of how the story ends in Zero is very important for his character in Stay Night. I remember more about Stay Night, but I do recall in both of them, Assassin is pretty hard to understand as far as like the purpose, the master, and the mortality of Assassin. Like, it's very hard to understand because you never know, because he's an assassin. You never know if he's actually ever dead. You never know if he has already killed, who he is. Like, it's kind of hard to tell with Assassin, and that's probably the most complicated character in both of them. It's Saber, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker, Rider, or Archer, I think, and Lancer. That's right, Lancer. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you decided to really pick it up on your own, because technically I said Fate Zero, and you picked up something else on your own, but it's good enough. I'll take it.
We'll get to Fate Zero eventually.
I can't wait. Can't wait. Because Fate Zero, I believe, is in my top 10. And it's so... maybe not top 10, top 15 probably, but... it's so good. Yeah, and I love ancient history. Ancient history is my favorite kind of history. So I love that it's like... I'm not going to reveal anything that I don't know if you know or not, but all of these servants are someone from history. Like, they're a hero of history. So I love that aspect. I love, like, when they introduce one, I'm like, ooh, let me Google and do research on who this person actually was, you know, in our world. I love when it crosses over an anime of, like, this is a real historic person. You know, like Oda Nobunaga, who has had, what, like 20 animes made about him? One of which was a girl gets sent to a samurai world, and one of the characters is Oda Nobunaga, but they're all samurai girls with huge boobies. That one's my favorite. I think that one's called Samurai Girls. I can't remember.
Very cool. Yeah. Excited to see what else the Fate series has to offer. So, we'll see how deep into the Fate lore I am. Next week I'll be like, Bailey, I got the gotcha game. I spent $10,000 already.
Yeah.
Same swimsuit. I can't pull her on it.
There's also a crossover game in. There's also the Raid Shadow Legends crossover with Fate, and yeah. Genshin Impact. They added. It's funny because one of the characters in Genshin, one of the most known characters, reminds me so much of Rin, which is I forgot the one that turns into water when she dashes.
Oh, Mona.
Mona, yeah, she reminds me of Rin a little bit, like a combination of like Amber and Mona would be like Rin, the red mage, you know. So
All right.
we want to get into so the anime, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards has happened. I want to say March 4th, so we are pretty far away from that. We're a couple weeks away from that, so I mean, we had a guest last week, so don't hate us on that, but let's get into it. I want to hear these results.
Look, we're a little late on this. I haven't looked at anything related to this. Because I wanted to go in blind here. My hope always with the Crunchyroll Awards is that a variety of anime are represented. Right.
You don't want one anime winning everything.
Yes, that is the case, unless that anime truly does this.
Sure.
And
credit where credit's due. Yeah.
My recollection of the things that you and I chose is that we were very diverse in our picks. Like, we recognized the strengths of so many different shows because of the different categories that were.
Well, and I remember with supporting character, you wanted to say someone, and I was like, well, if you think about it, Tengen Uzui is probably the best supported character of last year, because he supported all of Entertainment District Arc. Is by far the best character when it comes to non-main character of that show. So we did look at these with criticism, with respect to everything that was nominated. We didn't nominate anything for Licorice Recoil because we hadn't watched it, but we have since watched it. And I did watch a podcast where they went over them. I don't remember any of them with the exception of Anime of the Year. I do remember that one, but I'll keep that to myself until we get there. Also, we were one of the first ones to do the nomination picks, our nomination picks. So we were early on the picking, but late on the results.
Alright. I think best way to do this is we start at the bottom. So I have a list of them as well. Go bottom to top. End on anime of the year. So at the bottom is best VA performance English nominee.
Okay.
Now the nominees were Amanda Lee for RN Kitagawa, My Dress Up Darling, Jeremy Lay, Kotaro Sato, Kotaro Lives Alone, Natalie Von Sistine for Forger, Spy Family, Sungwon Cho,
for Kage
and Ranking of Kings, Zach Aguilar, David in Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and Zeno Robinson Gamma 2 for Dragon Ball Super.
I think I voted for Kage's voice actor because he was the only one in English that I heard.
I voted for Zach because Cyberpunk Edgerunners was I watched it here.
Oh.
And yeah, because I watched it in English and Japanese.
Cool.
So the winner of Best Gay Performance English is...
My guess is your.
No, Zach Aguilar.
Oh, nice.
David Martinez, Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Cool.
There's one for Cyberpunk.
There's one for Cyberpunk.
So far.
It's on the board. Oh, he knows of another. Okay.
I do also remember a Japanese voice actor when I do remember that one, but that's not that wasn't related to what we just said. I just know that Edgerunners is probably gonna win more than one thing. I feel like everybody kind of loved that so much because it's all fan voting.
Yeah. Best VA performance Japanese is next.
I know who won.
I'm just gonna go through the character names.
Yeah.
We've got voice actor for Eren Jaeger, voice actor for Tanjiro, the voice actress for Jolene, the voice actress for Chisato, the voice actress for Sakuta and Kiriyui from Made in Abyss, and the voice actress for Anya Ford.
Now, before you get to the results, I do want to say I think that Demon Slayer's voice actor should have won for Tanjiro. I think Tanjiro, the voice actor, really went hard for Tanjiro, especially during the entertainment, the fight with Gyotaro. But I do know who won.
I think I voted for Eren, but
I voted for Jolene. I know.
Yeah, I do remember that. I think Chisato would probably be a close second for me after what.
Knowing now, yeah. And the winner is.
Alright, winner.
Yuki? Is it Yuki?
Yep, Yuki Kaiji.
Yeah, Yuki Kaiji.
Eren Jaeger in Attack on Titan.
Who was in what? Core 2 for. He talked for what, like 5 lines, but still, I mean.
He talked for a lot more.
In Core 2 is what I'm saying, because Core 1 was 2021. I'm just saying. In Core 2, I just watched it. He wasn't talking that much, but respect. I think Aaron's voice in Japanese is very, very good.
I mean, the words he said had more weight than the rest of these chuckle talks. No.
More than Anya, really?
All my homies. Oh my god, if Anya... I have a category that if Anya wins, I'll be so sad.
You don't think Anya's voice acting, the words held so much impact? Wow.
No. Anyways,
moving on.
Next is Best Romance. Alright, this is my category.
That it is.
It was... Nominees were Call of the Night, Kaguya-sama, Love is War, Ultra Romantic, Tell Me Can't Communicate, Second Season, Love After World Domination, My Dress Up Darling, and Shikamori is Not Just a Kitty. Now, I want Kaguya-sama to win. And you want My Dress Up Darling to win?
All I know is I voted for My Dress Up Darling because I hadn't seen anything else.
Alright, well. The winner of Best romance.
I swear, if it's Komi can't communicate, I'm gonna be so mad.
It's Kaguya-sama, let's go!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hey, you got one.
I'm happy with that. That's
There you
huge.
go. We need more
Big deal.
Kaguya-sama representation.
Okay, so I think my Dress Up Darling was serious competition for Kaguya-sama.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, I remember when we came down to that one, you were struggling. You were like, damn, this is so hard to pick because you love Kaguya-sama, but my Dress Up Darling just objectively is a contender, a top contender for sure.
it was just such a good relationship in that show. So
My favorite
really
Gojo.
See Kaguya-sama, but yeah, I think if my Dress Up Darling was in another year or something like that, I think it could have easily won the year too. On My Love is War, homies out there said no.
Pog.
Alright. Oh man. Best fantasy. So we've got Demon Slayer nominees are Demon Slayer, Entertainment, Park, Made in Abyss, The Golden City, Shoga Tensei, CC1 Part 2, Overlord 4, Ranking of Kings Part 2, and the case study of Vanitas 2.
This is best drama?
This is best fantasy.
Oh, best fantasy.
So, I have not seen this, but I will speak on it. There were a lot of comments on threads that I had seen with regards to voting that they Made in Abyss should win this. I have not seen Made in Abyss, but I do remember from season 1, I think it would be a really good show. Bad at points. But the world was very
High fantasy.
yeah, like
very high.
So I could easily see this taking it. If it doesn't go to Made in Abyss, I would probably put this Shoka Tensei or Rank.
I would put it towards Ranking of Kings. If Mashuka Tensei won anything, I would be upset because who the fuck are these people that are even giving Mashuka Tensei a vote? You can watch it and enjoy it, but do it secretly. You know, don't vote for it, right? You're outing yourself as. Anyways, I think right. Ranking of Kings should win, and I know I voted for Ranking of Kings.
Well, the winner of Best Fantasy Anime is... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's Demon Slayer? What the fuck? No shot.
Pour one out for the homies. I also knew that one. It's funny. They're coming back to me as we go through the... like, once you say what's in there, I'm like, pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, Demon Slayer won Best Fantasy, which makes no sense to me.
Dude, is this just a Demon Slayer sweep?
No, absolutely not. I can tell you this right now to relieve your anxiousness over it. It's not a Demon Slayer sweep. I promise you.
Well, Best Fantasy Demon Slayer? No, I don't agree with that.
I think Ranking of Kings was definitely a better fantasy in the category of fantasy.
I think that Demon Slayer fanboys are the new dick suckers. I think the JoJo's fan base, they aren't sucking hard enough anymore. I think Demon Slayer fans though, they're throat.
Yeah, they're going and seeing the new movie and being like, it's the greatest animated movie of all time. It's like, dude, you just watched the last 3 fucking episodes and the next 2 episodes. It's not a movie. It's a recap and a teaser. That's all that it is.
Right, and that's, I'll say for that fan base, that's fucked up.
It is, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Like, hey, come on, maybe give us the arc as a movie like you did with Mugen Train. You gave us an entire arc as a movie. Why not just do that with this? I would have been happy with that. I would have gone and seen the movie multiple times in theaters because I'm more excited about this arc than anything else in Demon Slayer. I've said this so many times. I've read all of it. We both read it all. I'm still more excited about this arc than anything else.
Yeah, I'm most excited about the last arc.
Yeah. And the last arc is going to be great.
Stick to the words. Alright.
Best fantasy.
Best drama.
Best
Thank
drama.
God Demon Slayer is not on here. But the nominees are
Attack on Titan.
80. Yes, Attack on Titan is here.
It's a dude, not fantasy at all. It's a full drama.
Right.
Kind of ridiculous.
86 Part 2. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Dance Dance Dancer. Kotaro Lives Alone. And Made in Abyss, The Golden City of the Storm.
I also know who won this one. I'm sorry. I am remembering them as we go.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well.
Listen, I was driving. I couldn't turn the podcast off. I'm trying to practice safe driving.
Again, this is one I've seen where Made in Abyss, you know,
Contender.
Big contender here. Totally understand. Yeah, Attack on Titan is very, you know, it's getting more dramatic, and I could understand some of the drama behind Edge Runners. So, wonderful fact here: the winner of Best Drama is Attack on Titan.
Yep.
Final season part.
Yeah. Not a drama, but you know, whatever.
Yep.
It was very dramatic for sure, but I mean, best drama. Best drama. Like, I would have led this up to Edge Runners. I haven't seen Edge Runners, but I would assume with how much people talked about the story and the characters and like the intensity, high intensity of it, I would have assumed this would have been a better drama. Like, it better suited for the... Honestly, Cyberpunk is also a fantasy. Cyberpunk is fantasy. It's not real. It's like there are tabletop board games of Cyberpunk.
Right. There's a whole like TTRPG about it too,
Yeah.
where but oh well, we will move past the Attack on Titan drama.
What? Question mark?
We go into another category I love: best comedy.
Attack on Titan. No, I'm kidding. Made in Abyss.
for all my sociopaths out there, Attack on Titan stuff. Yeah. We got Kaguya-sama, Love is War, Ultra Romantic. Kotaro Lives Alone. My Dress Up Darling. Spy Family. Uncle from Another World, and your boy Kong Ming.
I know what I voted for. I also don't know who.
You said you really liked Uncle from Another World.
Yeah, it was so funny. I mean, I don't remember who won this. I'll be honest. I don't remember who won this, but Uncle from Another World was my vote because it was far funnier. But you know, humor is subjective. It was far funnier to me than any of these other ones that I had seen. Which Spy Family, you mentioned Spy Family was on there. Yeah, and still haven't seen Kotaro Lives Alone, but need to. You voted for Kaguya.
I did, yeah. I think Kaguya should take this. It's just such a funny show.
Well, I'll let you know this. My vote did not win, I'm assuming. I don't think enough people watched it.
Well, let's see. The winner of Best Comedy goes to Spy Family.
That makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense in the sense that this is a fan-voted thing, and more people watch Spy Family than any of these other things.
I think the Kaguya fan base is
probably stronger. It's a stronger fan base, but I think more people, like in the world of like people just voting, right? They probably went through these and were like, if I don't know anything else, I'm just gonna vote for the one that I do know. And I think more people have seen Spy Family than the last season of Kaguya, at least. Sorry, bud.
Well,
Hey, you got best.
I got Best Romance.
Yeah, you got best romance.
So it won the category it needed to, I guess.
Take it on the chin.
All right, Haley, who's gonna win Best Action between Attack on Titan or Demons? But the other nominees were Cyberpunk Edge Runners, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, Licorice Recoil, and Spy Family.
Well, I could tell you this, Matt. It's not JoJo's. And honestly, it's a toss-up because I think Edge Runners might, but I would probably say Demon Slayer. In this scenario, I know that I voted for JoJo's, but now I would probably vote for Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I would say Attack on Titan, Edge Runner. You know, I'm fine if either Demon Slayer or Attack on Titan win this. I think Licorice Recoil is a pretty big contender for me here too.
I disagree. I mean, it's the action. It's the action, right? And Licorice Recoil had good animation quality and good choreography for the action, but it didn't feel like an action anime. It felt like a character anime.
This is just saying like
Best action?
best action.
Oh. I mean, then yeah, Licorice Recoil is a contender for sure. But if it's just best action, it's probably Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it says best action on here, but it on the thing itself it says best X anime, so I guess it's best action anime. So I guess if that's the case, then
I think it should be JoJo's or Attack on Titan personally, but
Alright.
I think it's Demon Slayer. I think Demon
The
Slayer.
winner of best action anime is it's Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I'm blurry.
Sure.
Oh, I'm blurry. Ooh, I'm blurry. Not me over here. The other
Sure.
one. There we go. We're good.
Fair
Yeah.
enough then. Another one for the demons.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Best action, more like best cleavage. Am I right?
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
We
Well,
got the must protect at all costs character
Bocchi.
nominees. Yes.
We both voted for
Anya-
Bocchi.
Anya Forger, Boji, Kage, Komi, Kotaro, and Marin. Yeah, we both voted Boji. And now if the winner's not Boji, I'll be pissed. And the winner is
Anya.
it's fucking Anya Forger from Spy Family. These fucking tasteless anime.
Must protect at all costs. What the fuck, dude? Kage should have been higher than Anya. It should have been Boji, Kage, and then Kotaro. Even though I haven't even watched it, I just know that Kotaro is a must protect at all times kind of character.
Dude, honestly, Anya's cute and stuff, but she's not like must protect at all costs. Boji is must protect at all.
I think Yor is more of a protect at all costs. Protect that booty. Anyways,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, best supporting characters.
Let me just say real quick, that win, L. Go ahead.
Big L.
Big L.
Um,
Put it on, Big L. Put it on.
all right, best supporting character. We've got Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edge Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Tengen, who's a dude. There. Hayasaka from Yasama. Kage. And then we have Anya and Yor, both from Spy Family.
Doesn't make sense. Anya is a main character in my opinion,
Yeah,
and
she's a
also
main character.
and
So
also
is Yor.
I think I voted for Uzui, Tengen Uzui, even though I loved Kage so much. I think I voted for Tengen Uzui, but I also think I know who won this.
I think you also convinced me to vote for Tengen.
Mhm.
I think I was leaning towards either Kage or Hayasaka. So
I think I know who
one
won this.
This one I don't mind if Tengen takes because Tengen was and is
Yeah, I mean he carried. Honestly, he carried that arc.
all right, and the winner of best supporting character.
Let me guess. Is it
Anya
Rebecca?
Forger. No.
Anya and Yor.
Dude, why, man?
Yeah, I love how you were like, man, if this is a sweep for Demon Slayer, I'm like, it's not. Simps, man. Simps. What are you gonna do? Just,
L.
he
Big L.
Matt,
L.
Matt just pulls an iShow speed and just destroys his keyboard and fucking desk.
Alright.
Moving on.
Best main character. These are actually all main characters.
Anya. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if Anya's on here, got Boji, Misato, Recoil, David from Edge Runners, Aaron, Attack on Titan, Lloyd, and Marin.
So-
I mean,
Now, I would probably say Chisato or Bocchi. Bocchi is obviously what I voted for, but now seeing Licorice Recoil, Chisato is also like the best part of that whole show. It's
Yeah.
rare that the main character is the best part.
I like thinking about this a little more now. I would be between Chisato or David.
It's funny because my guess for who wins is probably David. But I also heard that people didn't really like David that much. As far as his character.
I mean, David's character certainly has its rough parts, but I think he's still a really good character. But let's see, did David take best main character? No, he did not. It was Eren Yeager.
That's a surprise to me. Dude, no. Despite what I spent 15 minutes of this podcast already saying, Eren is not the best MC out of all of what was just out there. He's not the best MC. Bocchi, Chisato, like in either of those.
This is coming from someone who's Attack on Titan #5.
Right.
What's an L?
Yeah.
Another L. 3 L's in a row.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
That's a. Who else? What was What even is the main dude from Spy Family? What's his name? Lloyd. No,
Aaron's better than Lloyd. I'll say that.
No, I know. I was trying to think. You said someone from Spy Family, but yeah, no, Bocchi, Chisato, either one of those. Maybe even David. Who knows? I didn't even. I watched the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Well, next up we have Best Director. So I'm just gonna say the animes. Best Director for Attack on Titan, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Demon Slayer, Licorice Recoil, Ranking of Kings, Spy Family. Now, I don't know if the director has anything to do with animation. If it does, probably just going to Demon Slayer. If it doesn't, it's probably Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, or Spy Family.
Here's what I'll say. It's funny because since doing our choices for the nominations, I've now watched 2 of the most recurring animes in these awards. I've now watched 2 of them. I would probably say Best Director, Licorice Recoil or Attack on Titan. Honestly, one of those 2. Ranking of Kings, I wouldn't say it was directed super well. I just think that the IP, the actual content itself was so good that it would be hard not to make it super good, even with the director. I'd probably say Licorice Recoil or Attack on Titan, but it's probably going to be one of the big 3 of the nominations.
Yeah, let's see. And the winner of Best Anime Director is
Spy Family.
Haro Sotozaki or Demon Slayer.
There you go.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not frustrated.
I'm not too attached to this one at all, really.
Best anime song. This is where we're gonna get.
Oh,
I think we know.
I do know which one won this.
Yeah.
I do know which one won this.
We got Cheeky Cheeky Bon Bon from your boy Comedy. Song slaps. We got Comedy from Spy Family, which is the song that I voted for. My Nonfiction. Oh, I guess not mine. New Genesis from the One Piece film. Shall We Dance from Shadow's House, and then The Rumbling from Attack on Titan.
I think I voted for Comedy as well, but I would change my vote now. I would change my vote to The Rumbling. And what won, Matt? Which one won?
Well, alright, I see that face, I know what it is. The winner of the best anime song is The Rumbling.
Of course. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Holy shit. I love when bands make a song specific for an anime intro. I love that.
The music video is Attack on Titan theme too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, comedy.
Alright.
Pfft, I don't even remember it at this point. I've just been listening to Rumbling nonstop.
Shut up. Then we have Best Film nominee.
I know what I voted
Bubble.
for.
Yeah, I know what I did too. There's Bubble, Dragon Ball Superhero.
No.
What a name for a movie. Ideo, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, One Piece Film Red, and The Deer King.
I actually I don't even think I voted. I maybe I did. Maybe it was for.
I think you meme voted for One Piece, but I like meaningfully voted for Jujutsu Kaisen Zero because I'd seen it. We won't spend too much time here. The winner of Best Anime Film, hey,
It's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Zero.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That I remember.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was a gimme. Honestly, it's like out of all those movies, Jujutsu Kaisen definitely was going to win.
Right.
I have heard good things about Deer King though.
We have Best Anime School. Attack on Titan.
Attack on
Cyber Edge Runners, Demon Slayer, Made in Abyss, Spy Family, Your Boy Kagome.
Oh, actually, Spy Family or Attack on Titan, but I'd probably say Spy Family as far as score.
Boy Kong Ming also has a pretty good score. Haven't seen Made in Abyss, but for how, how like emotionally, draining that show is, I could imagine it just having a good soundtrack. But yeah, I don't think the Demon Slayer score was, anything to write home about. I think it's Attack on Titan. Spy Family.
Spy X Family.
Yeah, Spy X Family. And the winner of Best Anime Score is Kota Yamamoto and Hiroyuki Sawano for Attack on Titan final season.
Makes sense. That was good. It was amazing music.
Alright. We got Best Ending Sequence. And we'll go through the animes here. We got Attack on Titan. We got Call of the Night. We got Kaguya-sama Love is War. Tell Me Can't Communicate. My Dress Up Darling. And Spy Family.
Spy Family.
Now this is what I will absolutely go to bat for Spy Family.
Yeah, absolutely. It killed. It was amazing.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Like, I watched this anime with my fiance, and whenever Anya flies off into space and then gets nestled in, she's always crying, like every time. That we
Wow, what a baby.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I will say I skipped Attack on Titan's outro every single time. I think I just wanted to watch the next episode. It wasn't. I mean, there were some times where I watched it because I was distracted, but Spy Families. What is it? Cloud? What is it called? Cloud? Comedy. No. The outro.
Yeah, this is the ending sequence. Yeah, comedy.
Oh, I thought the intro was comedy.
No. The intro is called Mixed Nuts.
Oh, that's right. Peanuts.
So yeah, then got Best Anime
Wait,
Ending
which
Sequence.
Which one won Best Ending Sequence?
That's what I'm about to get to.
Oh.
Best Anime Ending Sequence goes to comedy.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Cool.
Makes sense. It was so funny that it made her cry.
Well, if Best Anime Song was won by Attack on Titan, I'm pretty sure that Best Opening Sequence is probably also going to be Attack on Titan. But the other ones were Tiki Tiki Bon Bon, Your Boy Kongming, Mixed Nuts, Spy Family, Naked Hero, Ranking of Kings, Rumbling, Attack on Titan, This, Fire, Cyberpunk Edge Runner, and then whatever the Demon Slayer
Garang?
one is. Yeah. No, it's Zankyo Sanka.
Oh, okay. Oh, Garang is first season. I'm done. Yeah. Rumbling.
Let's just see if Rumbling takes it again. Best anime opening sequence winner, the Rumbling.
Let's go. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved. It gave me chills every time I watched it.
Yeah, I mean it's a fantastic song.
Yeah. Well, and that opening sequence also it just fit so well with the song. Just the shot of all of them standing on the wall with their silhouettes and then the very end with Eren like screaming and the song is screaming with him. Yes.
All right, best continuing anime series.
One Piece.
So we've got Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Made in Abyss, and One Piece.
Who do you think won?
I think out of the, I think Attack on Titan.
I would have to hard disagree with you.
Okay.
Mainly because I also know who won, but I would probably unbiased or super biased, whichever way you want to look at it, One Piece. Best continuing anime, yeah, it's gonna be one, especially in Wano. When they're in Wano, it's insane right now.
Well, let's see if One Piece took it. Best continuing anime series goes to One Piece.
Mm-hmm. Come on, you gotta let One Piece have something, right? Everything's gonna go to Spy Family, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Cyberpunk. Come on, One Piece has gotta win something.
Always gotta make the One Piece fans happy, otherwise riots will happen everywhere.
Or else the golden age of piracy will happen in real life.
Cities will burn, DC will fall, military will have no...
London has fallen.
Again. Yeah. Alright, then we got Best New Series. With Call of the Night, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, Licorice Recoil, My Dress Up Darling, Spy Family, and your boy Kongming.
My Dress Up Darling is probably what I voted for.
Yeah, I think so for me as well.
I don't think it. I think I know what won though.
I'm between Licorice Recoil here and My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah, and I think one of them won. But...
Well, let us see. The best new anime series goes to Spy Family.
Oh. That sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah.
Well,
Licorice Recoil should have, or My Dress Up. Can we please get some appreciation for My Dress Up Darling? Jesus.
dude, it hasn't won anything, man. You heard it here. The fans hated My Dress Up Darling.
No, wait. The intro for My Dress Up Darling, the rumbling, right?
Yeah, My Dress Up Darling, the rumbling. Oh, that kind of rumble.
Yeah, that kind of the rumbling in my pants. What?
Well, next we have Best Animation, and I'm pretty sure I know.
We can just skip
Yeah.
to Demon Slayer.
Best Animation, and the winner is Demon Slayer.
Yeah, clear. So not a sweep, but you know it's getting most of them. It's up there with Attack on Titan with the amount of wins. I want to say.
All viewers have watched 4 anime.
Yeah, right. Yeah, everybody that voted.
Happens with the higher categories. We're getting into like the top 3 now. The best character design. We have Edgerunners, Demon Slayer, JoJo, My Dress Up Darling, Ranking of Kings, Spy Family.
Oh my god, I swear to god, if Spy Family wins this, I'm gonna be so pissed. But
I'll throw my computer out the window.
Yeah, I think it's Demon Slayer. I think it's Demon Slayer. Or Edgerunners.
I really think Edgerunners. I think the characters so cool. But let's see.
I
The
think it's
winner
the player.
of Best Anime Character Design is goes to Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Fine. Everything's okay. Where's my freaking copium, dude?
Yeah. Where's my 22?
Yeah.
I think, despite what I've said, despite what I have not seen of Edge Runners, I definitely think Studio Trigger designed such great characters. I think it should have won that for sure.
All right.
2 more?
We got 2 more.
Okay.
Best Original Anime.
One Piece.
Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story, Healer Girl, Licorice Recoil, The Orbital Children, Vampire in the Garden, and Yurei Deco. Now, if this isn't a dub for Licorice Recoil, I don't know what is, man.
I agree with you. I hate to break it to you. I don't think it wins. Then again, I don't remember what won, but I don't think it was Licorice Recoil. But I hope so. I hope so.
Shut up, heretic. The winner of Best Original Anime is, please, Licorice Recoil.
Yeah, let's go. That's
A dub for Sato.
finally. Also, that intro, dude. Why wasn't the intro sequence of Licorice Recoil not nominated? What the fuck? It was so good.
Yeah, it was really cute too.
Now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes, they're here. Anime of the year. Attack on Titan. Part 2. Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer.
Mhm.
Entertainment District.
Mm-hmm.
Licorice Recoil.
Mm-hmm.
Ranking of Kings.
Mhm.
4-2. Spy Family.
I know who won.
I hope it's not. Okay, I really hope it's not. I don't think that it was animated. Don't look at me like that. I hate you.
Okay.
I would be happy to see. I'd be happy to see Edge Runners. I'd be happy to see Ranking of Kings. And my personal bias, I would be happy to see Attack on Titan.
So those are what you would want to win. Now, who do you
Yes.
think won?
I think, yeah, there were some bum categories that Demon Slayer won for no reason. I think that people probably voted for Demon Slayer here.
There's probably votes for it, to be honest. Like, I mean, with all of these, there's got to be votes for all of them because we've seen, all of these? Didn't we watch? Combined, we both saw all of these. So.
I mean, I've seen all 6 of these now.
Oh, JoJo's wasn't nominated.
No,
Oh,
JoJo's wasn't
shucks.
nominated for Anime. So.
Then yes, between both of us, we saw all of these. I did not see all of these, but I do know what won though, and I think you'll be happy with it. I disagree with it, but I think you'll be happy with it. So.
Dude,
Go
if
ahead.
this is the Demon Slayer dub and you're debating me, I swear to
No. I would never do that to my lovely co-host.
Alright. Well, the winner of Anime of the Year is... You lied to me! No, it's Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yep. I disagree, but mainly not because of how I feel about Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but compared to everything else, that was Anime of the Year? Like, Ranking of Kings was up there, and so was Attack on Titan. As far as Anime of the Year, I mean, come on. But hey, you got it. And Cyberpunk won Anime of the Year. That is insane to me, but there you go. You got a dub.
That's huge!
It's
beating
huge.
Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and, the rest of them.
Well, yeah, Spy Family was not going to win. There's no fucking way.
No shot.
When it's up against the big 3, the new big 3.
I think that I'm happy. I'm happy with some of the awards. Others I'm like pretty mid on, and there are some that I'm like unhappy about. Because Bocchi got scammed. Anya's not a supporting character. You know, watch more. You know, for all the Crunchyroll homies out there, watch more fucking anime.
Seriously.
Like,
Watch more anime.
That,
Ranking of Kings got shafted. My Dress Up Darling got shafted. You just open the door. That's okay. Ranking of Kings got shafted. Licorice Recoil got one win.
they got best like original anime. Like,
Happy with that. Happy with that.
Sure.
That's close enough to best anime because it is the best original anime. And yet, Edge Runners, which was an original anime, got best anime overall.
anime of the year,
Yeah, it got anime of the year. Yet, Licorice Recoil, also an original, but won best original. That's as high. That's as close as you're gonna get to anime of the year, right? Because if like Attack on Titan won, well, it's not best original anime. So then best original anime would have gone to Cyberpunk Edge Runners, for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
nice.
I think that, you know, as far as like fanboying or fangirling or fan whatevering for an anime, if it's for Attack on Titan, I don't think Season 4 Part 2 is it. I think if you're doing it for anything, it's Season 3 Part 2.
Yeah.
If
Or season or part 1 of season 4. Like looking back on it,
yeah.
the attack on Liberio was insane. It was so gnarly.
Yeah, I mean when Armin gets dropped like an actual nuke, like
Yes.
it's like holy
Yes.
shit.
Yeah. And when Aaron takes the Warhammer Titan in the chrysalis and puts it in the Jaw Titan's mouth, and he's like, it's close up on his eye. He's like, no, don't, stop, don't, and he just
Breaks it.
and then drinks it. Like easily core 1 of that should have received the acclaim that it did, for sure, which was last year. It was, or for 2021, which I think for 2021 the best, I think anime of the year of 2021 for the awards for 2022, I had it in my brain, but I can't remember it. But it wasn't surprising. At least it easily could have gone to Attack on Titan, but
It did go to Attack on
Yeah.
Titan.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, core 1 of final season was fucking insane. But yeah, those are the anime awards. Hooray! Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Maybe I should watch it. Should I watch it?
Maybe you should.
I'm not going to. She said I'm not going to. And she might do
gonna
it.
test.
All
Do
right,
you have an anime that I have to task you with, or are you?
I have nothing that I'm watching right now. As far as anime goes, I'm trying to catch up on One Piece. It's kind of hard because it's been so long, so I don't know where I left off. I'm not. There's no animes I'm watching. I'm playing games. I'm actually playing PS5 games for once. Playing Hogwarts. I'm playing Ragnarok. I started Ragnarok. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. So I have no. Oh, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. So I have no animes. Give me something. And if it's Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I'm gonna be mad. Just know that. I'm gonna be mad.
Why are you gonna be mad? Why are you mad?
Why are you mad, bro? You mad, bro?
Let me see here. So,
Bison Wolf?
no.
Your reaction.
I'm not gonna give you that. Here, I'll give you a kind of lighthearted, easy one.
The World God Only Knows a second time. You got it, bro. I'll do that again.
No. This is very cutesy. I'm not expecting much from you on this.
Thanks.
But there's 2 seasons, and the second season's coming out right now. Have you heard of Bofuri?
Bofuri?
Yeah, Bofuri.
Bofuri's nuts?
Yeah. No, Bofuri, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense.
Yes, I have seen Bofuri everywhere this year and last season. I saw it everywhere. I never wanted to watch it, but
well,
looks like I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, it's either that or Edgerunner. So.
All right, I'll watch Bofuri. That's fine.
Okay, very easy.
That's funny. All the ones that I don't want to watch are gonna be like.
Between Edgerunner.
Yeah.
The choice between Edgerunners or Arcane, and you're just gonna like
explode. Close the channel. Just delete it. This never happened. Well, I mean, hey man, I watch Arcane, you watch Castlevania. We agreed to that last week.
We did. So what's the Edgerunners? You watch Edgerunners, I watch what?
Fate in the correct order, which he already failed, so I guess it'll never happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watch Edgerunners. I don't know. You catch up on One Piece.
Oh, catch up? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Read One Piece. I would say read One Piece and I watch Edgerunners.
No, that's not working.
That's what I was saying, dude. There's nothing that you wouldn't be like, no, I don't want to watch that. But if I force you to watch Edgerunners, you can force me to watch that. The only thing is One Piece, so there's nothing really else that, I don't know. Maybe I would be like, hey, watch fucking an anime that you love, but in English, and knowing that the English is terrible. I don't know.
Can't do that for me. That's cruel and unusual punishment, and that's forbidden.
Watch Mashuka Tensei in English. It was terrible in English. Good story, I guess, but like terrible English.
If I do that, I don't know if I could do that.
All right, but okay, so Bofuri. I'll watch Bofuri as my task.
I'm gonna finish Fate Stay Night, and I'll see if there are any like OVAs or movies associated with them, and if there are, then try and watch those.
I think you should just watch Fate Zero afterwards. Finish it and then watch Fate Zero, because that's just the next thing I'm going to task you with is Fate Zero. Because when you finish Fate Stay Night, you're going to be like, okay, now I want to watch Fate. It's kind of inevitable. If you like it,
well, right,
you'll
yeah.
watch it.
I am anticipating to watch Fate Zero after the SP. It's similar to like, you know, now that we have all of Star Wars out, watching it chronologically, you know, it makes sense. But there's also the argument of you should watch them how they were released, and you know, Stay Night came out before Zero.
But you're not watching Stay Night. You're watching Unlimited Blade Works, which came out after Fate Zero. So your argument is invalid. Stay Night.
Yeah, but it's like basically the same, right?
No, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Stay Night is like 90s animation quality, not ufotable.
Yeah, I thought that Unlimited Blade Works updated version of Stay Night.
And I think there's like manga differences from the kind of like the Hunter x Hunter of the 90s is like it didn't follow the manga like Stay Night. Maybe I don't know. I didn't watch it because I was like Unlimited Blade Works is the one that you're supposed to watch, but Unlimited Blade Works came out after Zero, so that's how I watched it. I don't think there's any need to watch original Stay Night.
Yeah, I heard the most of the comments about original Stay Night is like it's really disappointing in watching Unlimited Works.
Yeah, but your argument of watching them in the order that they came out.
I mean, it's like if they were to revamp. I mean, they've made updated versions of episode, or like episode 4 through 6, like how Aiden Christensen is in. In episode
6 at the end, yeah. But also, you're using Star Wars against me, and I don't even like Star Wars, so I'm not even a big Star Wars guy. Like, I've seen everything for the most part, with the exception of what Disney owned now. I've only seen the Disney movies. Everything else, I saw the first season of Mandalorian. I didn't watch anything else. Haven't watched the anime one. Andor what? Am I right? I don't really care about Star Wars all that much. But either way, let's get out of here. I mean, we can argue all day. Original Naruto better than Shippuden, you know, like what is there really to discuss? So that was the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Good job on Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Hey, I'm a sore loser, or I'm not a sore loser.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. Edit. What are you talking about? That's edited. It's been edited. What are you talking about?
It has been edited. Nothing's been edited. Editor, put it in. It's in the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, exciting news! Might end up getting a reoccurring editor, that could amplify our podcast entertainment level, despite us being already so entertaining.
We are incredibly entertaining.
All right. Well, Matt, good episode. Good time. Anime Awards. Spy Family took way too many awards from other deserving options. Ranking of Kings got shafted. And JoJo's got nominated. Didn't win anything, but that's to be expected. It's niche. I don't know if people watch it. So that's it. Got any final words?
Yeah, final words. All my homies hate Anya. Friendship with Anya ended. Bocchi's my new best friend.
Watch Buddy Daddies. Yeah, have you seen Buddy Daddies?
What a way to end it. Watch Buddy Daddies.
Watch Buddy Daddies, absolutely.